Hi, Assalamualaikum, and good afternoon to everyone. We are from Group 9. We present about application in manufacturing industry regarding activity-based costing ABC. Here is our group member. We have Muhammad Shazmi bin Muhammad Suki as a leader, Nelly Adriana Lim, Ahmad Adam bin Ahmad Alwi, Muhammad Azhari bin Amir, and Harid Aiman bin Afnizam. For this presentation, we will talking about product costing, process optimization, price strategy, inventory management, and resource utilization in manufacturing industry. My name is Muhammad Shazmi bin Muhammad Suki and my metric number is 307745 and I will talk about product costing in manufacturing using activity-based costing. Let's begin with the basic. Product costing refers to the method used to determine the total cost incurred to produce a unit of product. In manufacturing, getting the cost right is crucial for pricing, budgeting, and improving profit margin. ABC helps manufacturers to determine the true cost of production by tracing indirect costs to specific activities. Instead of using traditional costing, ABC assigns costs based on actual resources assumption. Next, let's see about a real-world application in an article about application of activity-based costing and time-driven activity-based costing for kitchen cabinets. This article is about compares activity-based costing (ABC) and time-driven activity-based costing (TDABC) in a Johor-based furniture manufacturer specializing in kitchen cabinets. The goal for this study is to determine which method provides better cost sustainability and efficiency in production. According to the article, ABC improved cost accuracy by allocating overhead costs to specific activities but also show limitation when dealing with unused capacity and dynamic change in production. Kitchen cabinet manufacturing is highly complex, involving design variation, material sourcing, and measurement adjustment, making neither ABC nor TDABC fully sustainable. Factors like uncertainty in cost assumption, data collection bias, and process complexity creates challenges in obtaining accuracy cost estimation with either method. This study suggests that further improvements are needed in estimation model for highly customized product. Despite this, ABC is still a valuable tool for improving decision making in manufacturing. To conclude of all of it, the application of ABC in manufacturing has significant helps company in identify the true cost, refining pricing strategy, and enhance profitability. However, industry with a high customization may require more advanced or hybrid costing models. That's all for me.
My name is Nelly Adrenaline. My metric number is 301479. I will be presenting on process optimization, which is one of the key application on activity-based costing or ABC in manufacturing. To begin, ABC is costing method that assign overhead costs more accurately by focusing on the activities required to produce a product, not just on direct labor or machine hours. Why is this important? Because many modern production processes involve indirect and complex activity like setup, inspection, and material movement, and these aren't captured well by traditional system. ABC helps us understand the true cost structure of our product and operation, which is the first step in optimizing any process. Now let's compare. Traditional costing use volume-based driver like labor hours to assign overhead. This works if your process are simple and all product use resource equally. But in reality, especially with product variety increasing, this method often gives misleading cost estimate. ABC, on the other hand, use multiple activity drivers such as the number of setup or inspection hour. This makes it much more precise, and that accuracy lead directly to better decision for process improvement. Here where process optimization come in. With ABC, companies can identify which activity consume the most resource and ask critical questions like, is this activity necessary? Can it be streamlined? Is there waste involved? For example, if ABC show that a high percentage of costs are going towards setting up equipment, management might invest in setup time reduction techniques like SMED or even automation. So, ABC become a diagnostic tool for inefficiency. Let's look at the case example that has been done in the article. The case study has been done to the small and medium enterprise in Malaysia. A survey has been done by the publisher and has found that only 17 of SME in Malaysia has adopted ABC. Those who did often adopted ABC had diverse product line, complex production, and top management support. For example, firms that use ABC data to identify where the setup cost was excessive and where the optimal production scheduling accordingly. They can just adjust pricing, improve setup process. This improvement can lead to better decision making in product. ABC is especially useful for targeting activities like equipment setup, material movement, quality inspection, and machine operation. The article finds SME reported using ABC to evaluate product cost accuracy and the mean is 3.56. Operation cost data for reduction with effort with the mean of 3.44. Cost-based pricing decision with the mean of 3.44, the max amount being 5 and the minimum amount being 3. According to the article, firms use ABC to evaluate and monitor their internal operation, allowing them to focus on areas like time efficiency and product equality. Despite its benefit, there are some barriers to implement ABC in an organization. Some of these barriers are high implementation costs, complexity and time requirement, and lack of expertise. For the research done in the article, they have found the mean for high implementation is 3.84, the mean for complexity and time requirement is 3.78, and the mean for the lack of expertise is 3.79. However, these challenges also highlight where process improvement and training can be focused. The adoption of ABC is also highlight correlated with top management support and product or process complexity. From the research done in the article, it has found that top management support and product or process complexity play a crucial role in the implementation of ABC. Managers need to lead ABC initiative and align them with strategic goals of the company. In conclusion, activity-based costing is not just about more accurate costing, it's about smarter management. By identifying cost driver and efficient process, ABC empowers manufacturers to optimize workflow, eliminate waste, and support lean operation. As the study in the article emphasized, process optimization is the most successful when top management is committed and when the production environment is complex enough to benefit from the insight ABC provides. Thank you. That's all from me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Adam bin Ahmad Ree and my metric number is 301483. So in this presentation, I will talk about the key application of activity-based costing in manufacturing with a specific focus on its pricing strategy. So as we all know, ABC is a method that assigns indirect costs more accurately by identifying the actual activities that go into making the product. Unlike traditional costing, which rely on a single cost driver like labor hour, ABC use multiple cost driver to reflect on the true cost of production. So in the first slide, I will talk about why pricing needs accurate costing. Setting the price depends on knowing the actual cost of your product. If the costs are wrong, pricing will be wrong too. So traditional costing method often cause cost distortion, where simple high volume products are over cost and complex low volume products are under cost. This lead to poor pricing strategies. According to a study in the article that I reviewed, company using ABC achieve more accurate product level insight which improve their pricing strategy and profitability. So in this next slide, I will talk about how ABC support pricing strategy. ABC works by linking overhead to activities such as setup, inspection, or machine usage by calculating how much of each activity a product consumes. So we will get the true cost per unit. This will help business to identify products if it is underpriced or losing money. It will also help. It will also avoid cross-subsidizing, where profitable products carry the cost of unprofitable products. We will also set base prices on actual resource usage, not assumption. So the article that I revised emphasized that ABC supports strategic pricing, especially in environments where many products variation. In this slide, we will look at a case study. This case study has been done by the author of the article. Basically, they have done a case study on a company that produces two types of product A and product B. So by using traditional costing, product A appeared to only cost $12 per unit, but when ABC was applied, the real cost was $20.8, which is much higher. Why? This is because product A consumed more in setup, inspection, and machine time. So this shows that traditional method undervalued the product A, risking underpricing. ABC also reveals that the true cost and allowed the company to price them correctly. So in this slide, we will look at the impact on pricing decision. So ABC empowers manager to make better pricing decision through first we have cost plus pricing, which is based on accurate cost. Second is target cost, which helps determine how to reduce cost to meet the target price. And third is the segmenting products and consumer based on the cost to serve. So the article that I researched highlighted that ABC also improved decision making by identifying which product or customer are truly profitable, allowing for better resource utilization. Next, we will look at the benefit of ABC in pricing. So the key benefit of ABC in pricing strategy include more precise pricing, especially for customized or complex product. Secondly, it is improved profit margins as prices reflects actual resource usage. And thirdly, support for continuous improvement by showing where the high cost exists in production. The article also cited examples of business that improved gross margin after aligning their pricing with ABC data. So, to conclude my point, ABC is not just a costing tool, it is also a strategic pricing tool. It helps companies set prices that reflects on their true cost, avoid losses, and make more informed product and customer decision. Both in the article confirmed that ABC leads to smarter pricing, better profitability, and more sustainable operation. Thank you.
They will be discussing inventory management with a focus on the ABC analysis method. ABC analysis is a technique that classifies inventory into three categories, A, B, and C, based on their value and importance. This is rooted in the Pareto principle, which suggests that a small percentage of item often account for a large portion of the inventory total value. Category A include high value items that need tight control and frequent monitoring due to their major contribution to overall inventory value. Category B, items have moderate value and require average control. Meanwhile, category C, items are low in value and only need minimal management. The key objective of this analysis is to help organizations prioritize their resources by focusing more on high value items. Company can improve inventory control, make better use of resources, and reduce unnecessary costs. Now, let's look at how this was applied in real-world case, a healthcare and cosmetic product manufacturer called PISB. This company manufacture over 128 product using herbal and sea cucumber based ingredient and distribute them across Malaysia. For the ABC analysis, they examined 22 of this product. Based on the analysis, Class A include 7 high value items such as tonic herbal gamat and jelly pati gamat. This represent over 70% of the total inventory value and require strict monitoring and accurate forecasting. Class B had 8 moderately value items like balsam halia and herba munasir, which needed a balanced level of control. Class C included 7 low value products such as Femi herb and minyak munasir, which were generally slow mover and require minimal attention. Here on the final slide, we can see the detailed result of the ABC analysis conducted by PISB. This analysis was effective in helping the company identify which product had the greatest impact on inventory value. Class A item, being the most valuable, are now given higher priority in terms of monitoring, forecasting, and inventory control. However, the analysis also revealed areas for improvement. There are potential for PISB to adopt more sophisticated forecasting method, integrate automation, and apply dependent item analysis to enhance efficiency further. In conclusion, the ABC analysis has not only optimized their resource allocation but also create a structured pathway to improve overall inventory management processes. Thank you for your attention. ABC analysis is a simple yet powerful tool, and as we have seen from this case study, it can significantly impact inventory efficiency, particularly in the healthcare manufacturing sector.
I'll be explaining the concept of process utilization and how it is enhanced through activity-based costing. Let's start with a quick overview. First, activity-based costing or ABC is a costing method that allocates overhead costs more accurately based on actual activities instead of broad average. Unlike traditional costing, which relies heavily on volume-based drivers like labor hours, ABC takes into account all the different tasks and resources that contribute to a process. Now, let's look at how this relates to resource utilization. Using ABC allows organizations to make sure how efficiently they are using labor, machines, and materials. This helps identify which process consume more resources and which ones are more efficient. In other words, ABC provides visibility. It lets managers see where inefficiency exists and where improvement can be made. By shifting from traditional costing to ABC, companies can gain better insight, reduce waste, and make smarter operational decisions. That's how ABC enables better process utilization by providing a clearer picture of what's really happening inside the operation. Next, I would like to present about traditional versus ABC, resource allocation. On this slide, I compare how resources allocation differs between traditional costing and the ABC system. Let's begin with the first point. Traditional costing typically relies on a single driver like labor hours. This method oversimplifies how overhead is distributed. In contrast, ABC uses multiple cost drivers such as the number of setups or inspection. This allows for a more accurate representation of how resources are used. Next, traditional methods often ignore non-unit level costs. meaning they miss the bigger picture. ABC. However, recognize activity at different levels, batch, product, and facility, which improve cost accuracy. And lastly, traditional costing can lead to inaccurate overhead assignment since it averages costs broadly. ABC improved this by tracing costs based on actual resource usage, giving managers better data to base decision on. Overall, the ABC system enhanced process utilization by aligning costs more closely with real operational activities. Next, I would like to present how ABC enables process utilization. In this example, we can clearly see how activity-based costing ABC improve accuracy in process utilization. Let's compare it to the traditional system. In the traditional system, overhead was allocated evenly, which overcost regular cuts and undercost sense cuts. This happened because the system didn't consider the actual resources used by different products. Now, here's what the ABC system revealed. Sense card require more setups, more inspection, and more machine time than regular ones. ABC allocates overhead based on this real usage. For example, 200, 2000 per 400 per setup and 2.22 per machine hour. As a result, the company achieved better pricing decision, more accurate resource planning, and improved capacity management. Next, I would like to present process utilization, key takeaways. To wrap up, let's summarize how activity-based costing or ABC improve resource utilization. First, ABC assign cost based on real activity consumption. This means overhead is linked directly to the actual process and resources being used, not just broad average. Second, ABC expose inefficiency and capacity by identifying where resources are being underutilized. Business can take contractive action to reduce waste and improve productivity. Third, it supports data-driven decision making, whether it is pricing products, planning production, or allocating resources. ABC gives managers the accurate cost information they need to make informed choice. In conclusion, ABC leads to smarter costing and better resources control, helping organizations operate more efficiently and competitively.